Hello, Star Wars Galaxy Fear players. This is Anditesh Ordo. Today I'm going to be covering the Range Trooper and all the updates from when the Range Trooper came out. So bear with me for that. So I have to activate him. I have yet to activate him. So I did do the marquee event. I just didn't want to cover it. So the unlocking of it. So here he is, activating Range Trooper. Ta-da! Confirm. And then, of course, why not we promote him? You're such a good range trooper, you're promoted. We'll promote you to 3 stars. So, yep, there he is, 3 stars. Now, I do love this character. He's a cool new character. Now, will I work on him like right away, like I did with L3? Probably not right now, not till he's more free to play. He just seems like he'll fit better to be set up to be free to play later on down the road. So, but what I really want to cover, okay, so Yoda's update kit was in too. Oh, this is Hermit Yoda. Whoops. I forgot that's Hermit Yoda. I don't have Hermit Yoda. That's not even close. Actually, closer to Hermit Yoda. I could probably start working on him. There he is. Grandmaster Yoda. I have him. Well, I still need to work on all that, all of his basic and the 3 specials and leadership. I know I'm debated, but I think every character should at least have a unique effect, a unique ability, in my opinion, just to buff itself up. So, like, if Yoda gave himself like an extra 15 to 20% more max health and protection, maybe 15% more offense, and then even though Yoda's been hitting for hard on some of the game changers, that's always good. They've also gave him in this leadership. Yoda, Grandmaster Yoda is immune to shock, but that's, excuse me, worst time to have those. Yeah, they give him immunity to shock, but it's only when he's a leader, which kind of sucks. Unless they change it to where he's immune to shock and he doesn't have to be a leader for it, because he doesn't really have a unique to throw in. He has like 4 abilities that are attacks. Well, one's, yeah. So, but yeah, I want to show that off really quickly. I also want to show some really exciting news, which I was really hoping for. Come on. Okay. Now, I'm trying to grab the little tab with my mouse thing. This is some exciting news. I still have to get to it, though. Um, boom. See that? A hard node. A hard node. You can farm Scion faster. So, yes. One of the big exciting things we got is ship battles, which makes... So far, I've noticed only one character and multiple ships available to unlock. So right now, the bottom... One thing I feel like they could do more of is add more hard nodes. Kind of had like maybe an in between. Like, let's see, this one's 52, this one's 52, 54. But where's 53? Then it goes to 54, 56. They could have added some more hard nodes so that we can unlock them. And this could be done with the light side and dark side ones too. So we can unlock more characters and, even more ships. So, but yeah, so far we get the Clone Sergeants, ARC 170, TIE Fighter, and Resistance X-Wing. Number 2 is... Get back over here. Sunfac, Slave 1, and Biston's U-Wing. This is Biston's. See, I'll show you right. Pistons. I'm like right there too. Number 3 is Poe's X-Wing, 5 ship, and then this one. I have yet to do 4 because I just barely got to 4 and done like 2 battles in, and it's now in the 80s. So I'm like thinking this is, let's see, 80. See, like, where's 81? This one should be 81, and then 82. 80, 80, 81, 81, 82, 82, 83, and then 85s are this one. 83 to 85s are in tier 5. I don't know. But we at least got fleet battles, and I'm glad. I hope they kind of update them in the future. It'd be kind of nice. Maybe even have, like, Boba Fett be farmable. Take Boba Fett off of one of his nodes and throw him under the Slave 1 Hey, it would give him an opportunity to be farmed with the Slave 1. Same with Maul. Maul could be farmed with his ship. He doesn't have a node. So you throw Maul with his ship, that's great. That's great. Fives with his, take him off, fives off from another node so you could throw another character that doesn't have a ship, like Range Trooper, and throw it there. Poe Dameron, same way. They could really optimize this really well. I've also noticed, let's see, 20. Okay, so far 20. So I also don't like the energy costs so far, in my opinion. Being from 16, 20, 20. I don't know what these other ones are. I think they're 20. I hope they don't go past 20 right now, because it's a lot of energy, especially since this is basically like Cantina. It takes 12 minutes to get one energy, and then you get to pay 100 for it. I kind of wish they did kind of in the middle, like 75, or they could have kept 50 or 100, and then at least have their. It took 8 minutes to give you an energy. I don't know, something. I don't know. I love the idea we're getting more. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad we are getting more. It's just I feel like there's a few things they could have done a little better with. Like they could have started this first one at least maybe like 12, 14, 16, 18, then 20. Maybe? Come on. Work with me on that one. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm slowly working on getting to that Scion unlock. But I'm glad we got the fleet battles. That was one thing I wish they had done in the beginning, but we have it now. And I'm sure another thing. So far you got Akbar and then Akbar, but then the ones that actually have the battles with like this one. I hope whenever they get a separatist one, they change the leadership to a separatist to make it a little more interesting. And that one's fine, because that starts with Empire. But yeah, that's what I'm saying is start off with, if it's going to be like Geonosians or First Order, we get the First Order one. Hopefully they update those in due time. But I'm glad we got that. I am glad we got that. Don't get me wrong. I love that update. So, and also I like the blue look of the energy. One downside is I wish it was sitting over here next to the Cantina or in between the Cantina and the regular energy. Maybe we'll get that sometime in the future, because you have to go all the way over here just to. Oh, that's what the energy I have left over there is. But yeah, let's see. Let's read some of the some of this. So new gear, 12 pieces. Oh yeah, I'll cover that. Show that a little bit a little bit. Are now available for heroic tier of Sith Triumvirate raid. Most ranks are exclusive. So Sith Triumvirate will give you the gear slots 4 and 5 for gear 12. So yeah, what's interesting about those gear pieces, they always, once you complete them and equip them, you'll always get 6 speed out of both of them. So you're getting plus 12. Every character is getting a even 12 speed across the board. There's an upside and a downside to that. Upside is those in the raids. That's going to help their arena teams better. So you're going to start seeing, once probably the first, the top probably 100 will probably start having a ton of faster characters. Just because that extra 12 speed is really going to change things dramatically. So, new reinforcement material drop. So the reinforcement materials are now spread out through every single node. Like, you at least get one every time you can. The first time you battle, you get like 1 or 2. So yeah, it's kind of nice. So they took that off. 2 additional slots have been added to PvE shipments for non-exclusive Gear 12 pieces. Yep. And then Young Han and Vandor are now in the Chromium shipments. Cool. Also, there's some cool new packs. So we got this one for 1,700, which I think you can get crystal-wise. Let me go back. Crystal. You spend $20 and you can at least get a pack. It's not bad. But it's not. I wouldn't do it. I personally wouldn't. But some people would. Limited time. Tap for price. Oh, please don't have paid for it. Okay, it's not tapping for price. What? Oh, they have a tap for price? What? That's weird. So, anyways, but they changed that a little bit. There's another couple of packs I think they added. Yeah. This one. So, yeah, they've gotten a few more here and there. Obviously, they still have all these other ones. Still have yet to see updates for Bronzium packs, because here we go. One single. Oh, I'm getting my free one anyways. I kind of wish the free... I personally want to get rid of the free ones. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the free ones, but just turn the free ones into... Because it's 5 free, so 250, 500, 750, 1,000, and 250. So 1250, they could instantly turn this into 1250 ally points. Yeah, 1250 ally points given for a reward, and getting rid of the need to scroll all the way over here. I think that'd be kind of cool instead. So you still get your 5 free ones, at least for the later players. Early players can still go scroll, tap, get the free one, in my opinion. I could always have those opinions. But yeah, so one of the last things I wanted to cover really quickly was gear 12 pieces. See, watch this. Boom. This is one, actually also this piece of mod, I think it is, actually is also on Treya as well. But R2 gets 3,050 health, and then there's 6 speed there, and he gets it again. Ooh, that's nice. Kind of makes him like a pseudo tank almost. Literally, R2's like a pseudo tank, or like a almost tank, basically. And a lot of times the AI likes to target itself anyways, so it gets foresight and everyone else starts focusing on him. So 6,100 health, that health is going to take him almost up to 40,000, especially with mods. Oh yeah. That's going to be insane. Of course, this one's will be at a later update whenever they decide to go to Gear 13, which I'm hoping won't be until sometime the end of next year. That's really what I'm hoping for. Either end of next year or later, because right now I only have some of us only have this is how many Gear 12s I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So I just barely got 7. This one still needs 3 pieces. Nihilus still needs 1, and I'm still working on Palpatine and Veers, but right now they're not my main priorities. So excuse me. But yeah, that's some things I wanted to cover. Now, one last thing I want to cover really quickly is some concept teams for... I know this should have been done at the beginning, but some concept teams for the Imperial Trooper. Yeah. So, we're only going to be doing Empire. So, test... Yeah, this is a kind of interesting concept because of all the buffs for Fulcrum. Fulcrum isn't used a lot, but lately she's starting to pick up on the Yoda teams. Grandmaster Yoda, Hermit Yoda, General Kenobi, Ezra, and then Ahsoka. It's kind of a cool team concept. So, here's one team I do want to kind of showcase as a possibility. Of course, again, we yet to see the Imperial tag on Gar Saxon. I feel like Gar Saxon, some people say it'd be too overpowerful, but I don't see it that way. It would give Gar Saxon a usable reason to be in there. And if they ever bring his brother Tar Saxon in as another Imperial Trooper option, they'd have 3 Imperial Trooper leaders, so you could get close to building up to 3 Imperial Troopers. Or up to 3 Imperial Trooper teams, or at least 2. So yeah, here's a Gar Saxon. Obviously, this is just a concept. I'm not gonna say, hey, let's do this team. This one, because I feel like these two, do really well together. Range Trooper and Shore Trooper. Shore Trooper's got the health and taunting. Range Trooper's got the protection regen, which is more protection regen than the health regen from Shore Trooper. And he, gives retribution, which makes Gar Saxon all but the better. I feel like he's better in some ways than Stark. But at times you do want Stark for the speed, the turn meter gain, and the crit chance, crit damage up, and stuff like that, the buffs. But So yeah, there's that option. There's this option as a team. So just some ideas that might actually work. Again, obviously this would be if these all characters are maxed out. Again, I don't have a test account. I would love one because then I would just be testing teams that I've been wanting to test forever. I try to make requests. Of course, I don't unfortunately don't support the game changers like I should, but it's whatever. So then there's the concept of subbing. Who was it out? Well, at least this is a concept. This is a concept. This is a concept team. And yes, there is the option if you want pure Imperial Trooper team, you can go Death Trooper, you can go Snow Trooper for high mass damage. So yeah, there's a lot of options. I personally rather do this one, just because you're giving health steal on top of the basics for Gar Saxon. So, but other than that, this is kind of some concept teams that you could use with Range Trooper. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But other than that, I just wanted to cover those. Again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think about the newest update and the Range Trooper and the rework of Master Yoda. Also, it is noted in some forum posts. It's been covered with the game changers that they're not doing any more Jedi reworks at this time. So Yoda is just the only one, but that means they could still add a couple of new ones, kind of like they did with Palpatine. They reworked Palpatine, Vader, but then they didn't rework any other Sith. They just added a few more Sith. So we'll see what happens with that. Maybe we get a new Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, another new Jedi tank. I don't know. But again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate all those videos, and appreciate all those watching the videos I make. And you guys have a wonderful day.